Hello everyone, my name is Lalit Soni and you are watching News on Map World by Drishti IAS. In this episode, we'll be discussing certain locations which has been in the news from across the world in the past week. So we'll try to address this location in the form of MCQs. We'll try to solve them so that it will be easy for you to remember. Now let's start with the practice question which was given to you in the previous lecture. The question was related to Kosovo. Which of the following countries does not share its border with Kosovo? Options are given here: Serbia, Bulgaria, Albania, Montenegro, Greece and Romania. Okay, so you have to choose which is not having the border with the Kosovo. Okay, now let's have a look at the map. When you look at the world map over here in Europe, we have this location that is Kosovo, and taking a closer look, you can see there are these countries. This is the location of Kosovo which is given in yellow. Okay, other than that, you will be seeing that these countries like Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, etc., they are away from Kosovo. They are not having any direct connect with the Kosovo. Okay, so that is as simple as that. Romania, Bulgaria and Greece are not having such borders. Now if you take even more closer look, you will be finding that there are certain areas like Albania, then we have Montenegro and Serbia. These are having the direct boundaries with the Kosovo over here. Okay, and here we have North Macedonia. Now moving further, coming to the question again, they are asking you which do not have the border. So obviously these are the three countries which are there: Romania, Bulgaria and Greece, which are not having the border. So option D would be a right answer, because if you look at the Romania, Bulgaria and Greece, that is 2, 5 and 6. 2, 5 and 6 are given in the option D. So option D would be your right answer over here. Now let's see. Before moving further, I would like to make an announcement over here that Drishti IAS has these GS foundation courses which is available at our centers Indore, Prayagraj, Jaipur, Karol Bagh and Lucknow. These are offline batches, so if you want to take admission, so you can directly approach the offline centers. You can go there and get the inquiry. Other than that, you can call on this number, that is 8010440440. You can call on this number and inquire about these courses, or these courses are you can say starting in these centers. So the respective time and dates are given. When we talk about Indore, that is on 24th of September 2024 at 8 AM. Other than that, similarly other timelines are given over here, so you can go through that. If you have any doubt, you can call on this particular number, okay, or you can directly visit the center. Now let's move further and start with the first question of the day. That is basically, consider the following instructions. First is, it represents the entire border between Gaza and Egypt. Second is, it goes from the Mediterranean Sea to the Kerem-Shalom crossing. Under the Camp David Peace Treaty 1979, no heavy weapons are allowed in this particular area or this particular route. Okay, so now we are having these three statements or the instructions which are there. Now they are saying that which of the following corridors is being referred to. Okay, so we are talking about which corridor, that is what the question is. So first is, it represents the entire border between Gaza and Egypt. Now let's have a look at the map. Now this is Gaza Strip. You know that this is part of Israel. This is Gaza Strip. Right now it has been in news in the, you can say, last 1 year now. Okay, now here you can see this particular area over here, that is the, you can say, border between Gaza and the Egypt. Okay, now whole area, this it is called as the Philadelphia Corridor. Okay, so that has been in the news. Again, they are saying that it goes from Mediterranean Sea to the Kerem-Shalom crossing. Okay, so here you can see this is your Mediterranean Sea. This is the one end which is in the Mediterranean, and second is over here, that is Kerem-Shalom crossing. Okay, in meanwhile you will be finding this particular crossing over here, that is Rapha crossing. Now Rapha crossing is the only one crossing through which a person in the Gaza Strip can go to Egypt, or you can say can go to any other country other than Israel. Okay, so here you can see from the Gaza Strip you have to go outside the, you can say, Israel. So here you can see this is only one crossing which is available. There are three crossings if we talk about. So one is over here. Okay, so I guess in the next map it is there. So here you can see this is Erez crossing. Other is that Rafah crossing, and third one is that Kerem-Shalom crossing. Okay, so only way outside Gaza Strip and Israel, that is basically towards Egypt, that is from the Rafah crossing. Okay, now coming back to the question again. Under the Camp David Peace Treaty 1979, no heavy weapons were allowed in this route. That route is basically Philadelphia Corridor, which we have seen here in this map. This is the corridor which we are talking about. This is the corridor, okay, starting from Mediterranean till Kerem-Shalom. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now moving further to the next question. Fort Lockhart and Fort Gulistan, which were in the news recently, are related to which of the following? Battle of Plassey, Battle of Saragarhi, First Anglo-Afghan War, or Siege of Kanpur. Okay. Now they are saying that Lockhart and the Gulistan. Now, if we talk about this particular, you can say incident, or you can say news article, that was in news because of the Battle of Saragarhi. Okay, so Battle of Saragarhi happened in 1897. Okay, and recently it was in news, and these Lockhart and the Fort Gulistan are basically, you can say, three strategic locations which were there back in the time of Britishers. Okay. Now, if you look at the Saragarhi's location, that is in Pakistan. Okay, one side you have Afghanistan, over here in the west we have Afghanistan, and it is located in the Pakistan. Okay. Now, here you can say in this particular map you will be understanding the how strategic it was. Okay, this is the location of Saragarhi. This is Fort Gulistan, and this is your Fort Lockhart. Okay. Now, this was the place which was in front of, or you can say on the frontier, and this place was used to you can say used for the communication between the Gulistan and the Lockhart. Okay, so that is why this was at the strategic location. So there was this tribal war which has happened in 1897. At that point of time, they have attacked this particular area, and they wanted to go to Gulistan further. But here in this particular place, there were 21 Sikh soldiers which has actually hold them here for the whole day. Okay, that you can say that tribal forces were in huge number. Still, only 21 Sikh soldiers actually hold them over here, and they could not reach to Gulistan. Okay, so that is why that battle is actually remembered. So, coming to the question again, here you can see option B would be your right answer, that is Battle of Saragarhi. Now, moving further to the question number 3. Consider the following statements with reference to Global Biofuel Alliance (GBA). All the member countries of G20 are included in it. Okay, so that is one statement. Second is its total number of members is more than 20. Okay, now this is a factual question, so I would like to tell you that when we are talking about all the members of G20 are member of GBA, now this is not true. Okay, there are certain members. If you look about this particular, you can say G20 members in GBA, there are only 8 of the G20 members which are actually there in the alliance. Okay, so one is Canada, United States of America, Brazil, Argentina, and here you will be looking Italy, okay, South Africa, India, and Japan. These are the countries which are actually G20 members, and they are also the members of the GBA. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, other than you can say G20 members are not part of GBA. Okay, moving further to the next one, that is its total members is more than 20. That is true, so you can say option B would be your right answer. But here in the further slide you will be seeing that these are G20 invitees. Okay, so these are also the member. Over here you can say UAE, Bangladesh, then Mauritius, here you can say Singapore. These are basically certain countries which are not part of G20. They are invitees, and still they are part of your GBA. Okay, moving further, there are certain, you can say, non G20 members which are also there. Okay, so let's say over here Uganda, Kenya, Seychelles, Sri Lanka, these are over here Iceland, Finland, and you can say Paraguay, Guyana. These are certain members which are not part of G20, yet they are part of the GBA. Okay, other than that, there are certain institutions which are part of it. There are 12 institutions. You can go through it. You can say most of the most renowned institutions are part of it: World Bank, Asian Development Bank, World Economic Forum, UNIDO, okay, United Nations Energy for All. These are basically part of your GBA. Okay, now coming to the answer again, here you will be seeing that option B, only 2 would be your right answer. Okay, coming to the next question, question number 4. Consider the following pairs. There are certain names which are given in and the corresponding locations are given, so you have to match. Now we have to choose the correct pairs, okay, which are correctly matched. Okay, Katanga Plateau is there. The corresponding location is Angola. Okavango swamps, Nubian desert, and Adamawa highlands. Okay, so there are certain landforms which are given, and we have to match that they are matched with the, you can say, proper correct locations. Okay, now when we look at the landforms over here, Katanga Plateau, here you can see when we are talking about the Katanga Plateau, which is located over here, all these areas are basically there in the African continent. Okay, so Katanga Plateau, which is over here, and in the corresponding location, you can say it is located in Angola or the areas of Angola. Okay, so looking at the match. This is correctly matched. Moving further, Okavango swamps which are given in the Botswana. Here you can see these are Okavango swamps which are over here, and here you can see they are present in the Botswana, in the northern side of the Botswana. Okay. Moving further, this is also correct. Nubian desert, that is in Sudan. Here you can see this is Nubian desert which is located over here, that is basically in the northeastern part of Sudan. Okay. Then last one is there, that is Adamawa Highlands, that is in Cameroon. Here you can see in this particular map, these are Adamawa mountains or the highlands which are there, and it is there in Cameroon. Okay, so we can say that all of them are correctly matched. Option D would be your right answer over here. Now moving further to the question number 5. Consider the following statements. One is Morocco is located on the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Second is the Atlas range also extends in the or into Morocco. Okay, so basically they are saying that where the location of Morocco is. Okay, if we look at the location of Morocco, we will be locating these other features as well. Now let's see the map over here. Now if you look at this particular part, that is the part of your Atlas. Okay, this is Atlas mountains which are there, okay, in the African continent. Here if you look at this particular map, you will be finding that Morocco is situated over here. So one thing is clear, that Atlas is passing through Morocco as well. Okay, Atlas is a huge range which is also there in Algeria and in the southern part as well, but mostly it is there in the Morocco as well. Okay, now when we are talking about the second statement, that was basically related to the, here you can say, Mediterranean Sea, whether it is on the coast of Mediterranean or not. Okay, if you look at this particular area over here, you will be finding that we have this Atlantic Ocean over here. Okay, Morocco is there and we have Atlantic Ocean over here, but some part is there as well. Okay, some coastline is over here as well, that is part of your Mediterranean. Taking a closer look, you can see this is the part of your Atlantic Ocean. This is basically your Morocco, and this is part of Atlantic Ocean along the shore. And here you can see in the northern part here, this shore is with the Mediterranean Sea as well. Okay, so here we can say that both the statement here are true. Option C would be your right answer. Okay, moving further to the next question, which is talking about with which of the following countries does Saudi Arabia share the land border? Syria, Israel, Qatar, Bahrain and Jordan. Okay, so basically they are asking you that Saudi Arabia is sharing the border with which of the following countries. Okay, now if you look at the map of Saudi Arabia over here, you will be finding that this is location of Saudi Arabia, and we are having direct border with Jordan, we have border with Egypt. Okay, this is the Sinai Peninsula of Egypt. Okay, so we have border with Egypt, we have border with Jordan, then we have border with Iraq, then here we have border with Kuwait. Here you can see this is Qatar, UAE, Oman and Yemen. These are the areas with which Saudi Arabia has the border. Now we will see with which it does not have the border in the vicinity, because there are obviously many countries with which it does not have the border. But here you can say we have this island country over here, that is Bahrain. Okay, so with Bahrain it does not have a border. Okay, that is one thing. And if we talk about the areas like Syria, Israel, these are far away. Okay, so coming to the question again, here you can see Israel is not having the border. It is not having border with Syria. We know that. That is also not true. Bahrain, I told you that it is an island country, so that is also not true. Now 3 and 5 can be your options, that is Qatar and Jordan. Option D is there, 3 and 5. So option D would be your right answer. Okay, now we can move further to the next question. Question number 7. With how many countries of the South American continent does Brazil not share its border? Now they are talking about Brazil does not share its border. Now Brazil was in news recently because you know that Amazon forest has been, there was this report which is talking about that 40% of the Amazon forest are not protected. And because of which, when we talk about the Amazon forest, most of the Amazon's expanse is there, or you can say largest expanse is there in Brazil. Okay. Now looking at the location over here, they are asking you how many countries are not having any kind of border with Brazil. So this is Brazil. Now if you look at the South American continent, there are only 2 countries which are not having border with Brazil. One is over here, that is Chile. Okay, so one is over here Chile, and other is over here, that is Ecuador. Okay, so these are the 2 countries which does not have border. Other than that, you will be seeing that if you talk about these countries like Suriname, Guyana, okay, and Venezuela, Colombia, these are all having a border with this. Peru, here Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay and Argentina, these all countries are having the border. So only Chile and Ecuador are 2 countries which are not having border with the Brazil. Okay, so option B would be the right answer, that is 2. Okay, moving further to the question number 8. Consider the location of the following cities: Sri 𝐺𝐻𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐾𝐤, Anuradhapura, Batticaloa, Kandy and Gale. Okay, so these are the, you can say, cities which are there in Sri Lanka, and they are saying that which of the above cities are not coastal cities. They are saying that which is not coastal. Again, don't get confused. So having a look at the map over here, you will be finding that there are two cities, that is Anuradhapura and Kandy. These are two you can say cities which are in the mainland of Sri Lanka. Other than that, you will be finding that here Sri 𝐺𝐻𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐾𝐤 and Batticaloa, these are basically there in the, you can say, coast. Okay, so coming back to the question here, Anuradhapura and Kandy, these are two you can say cities which are not having the coastal lines. Okay, so option B would be a right answer, that is, you can say, only two. Okay, moving further, that is the, basically, you can say, the practice question for you. Consider the following statement with reference to Armenia. There are three statements given. It is, first one is, it is a landlocked country located in the southern Caucasus region. Second is, the famous Seven Lake is located here. Then third is, Nakhchivan is an autonomous republic. Okay, how many of the above statements are correct? So after reading the statements, you have to choose the correct statements. Okay, and you can answer me in the comment box. So with that, I would like to take your leave. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.